is bathed in burnt orange, and it is DKR and the Texas Longhorns. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Texas Longhorns. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make... The offense set for a first down play. They'll leave it with him. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference, be great in your conference, get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. And they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
Pulls and fires complete. Makes the catch and knocked down. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. They'll go with a direct snap. The Longhorns get it past the sticks.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. And he believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
Let's go! Quick touch pass to the receiver. Running toward the tape. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball, because he is dangerous in space.
The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field.
Here we go.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's blue. He breaks a tackle, and he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Scanning the field, it's Ewers. He's got it on the run. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn! Smokey the Cannon, not the only one using explosives around here, and it has electrified this Longhorn crowd.
I mean, coming out on point, coming out dissecting the defense, scoring early in front of this crowd. You know good and well, all these fans love their school. Texas has got so much pride. This gets them going early.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Lovett. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. From the gun to give, looking for room. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Beck. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
The Dogs with the 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Young. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
That's an absolute strike right there, giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
Power football with the run. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. To throw, it's back. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. The quick out. At the 35, he's open. Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And once he got loose, it was all over. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And the extra point is good. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Working the middle. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield.
6-9-1, Gators score. Set, hut.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment.
Squirrel.
Wants to throw. It's Ewers. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They've got the screen set up. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
And the Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Wide receiver shows motion. They want to just keep throwing it. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He lets it fly. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Dropping back, it's Beck. Quickly to the tight end. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
They pick up the 1st down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Etienne. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. A full dive to haul that one in.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
And the Bulldogs are flying down the field. From the gun, the ground game. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wide out in motion. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Vanderbilt has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in Nashville. They're up by 4 over Ball State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He makes the connection.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Back to pass, it's Ewers. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Snap it to the back. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. Turns it on in midfield. Flying down the left side. The 10. Touchdown, Texans. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Beck. Throws for the tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Complete to the left. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. And the Dogs are in the hurry-up. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line.
Fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Some QBs see it right off the jump, believe what they see, and they go in and they go for it regardless. And I think right there, he knew where he wanted to go with the football, and he missed, but it looked like to me he was forcing it a little bit too much.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. And it's no good. And here in the third quarter, it is still a tie ball game. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Just about set to put toe to leather as we are deadlocked here in the third. He'll bring it out. It's Lovett. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for them?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Quick pass on the jet motion. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a first down.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop. And you better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
The Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. This offense has a second down play. He'll try to pop the draw. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I don't mind the run here, and I say that because it's second down and forever. And now at least it's third down and ever. Now you have a chance on third down to be successful, not as predictable, not as many yards to get. I think that's a good call by the offense.
Right down the middle. Makes a connection. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Looking to move it through the air. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot, it takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. It's a reverse. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
It's going to be interesting to see how the defense is going to try to defend these jet sweeps moving forward. They've got to have bodies in the perimeter of the field with their eyes looking at these receivers in motion because they can hand it off to them at any time.
On the run, it's Etienne. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Back to throw, it's Beck. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got his man. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll give it to the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Touchdown, Dogs! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they oh, it's on the ground! Live ball! Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
Offense set on first down. They'll try the run. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Beck. Feeling some heat. Fires to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. BYU has the lead right now, but this LaVell Edwards Stadium crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 11 over Oklahoma State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. This pressure from the defensive front is overwhelming, much like when 3-time All-American David Pollock played on the Georgia defensive front. Whatever happened to that guy?
A washed-up old guy. I've heard bad things about that guy. But no, when you look at these defenses Georgia's had, these dominant defenses, man, it's just big, physical guys up front. You think about the Jordan Davises and the Trayvon Walkers of the recent past, just guys that dominate a football game. You have to know where the...
Fires and picked off.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
First down for this offense. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Caught in the backfield, it's Evans. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Finds his man, and they convert. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. That's caught. It's dealt. Touchdown, Georgia! What a catch and run for 6. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. The kickoff unit about to go to work. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Longhorns in the hurry-up.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Looking downfield, it's Ewers. Going for it all. He's got it on the right. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. And back to the air on 2nd down. Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be 3rd down.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Time to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
They How do you not love the guts of this offense? Fourth down, it's just another down, and what do? Stay aggressive, throw the football down the field, make the big play, get the big touchdown.
They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the fourth. They'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
On the ready.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. To the air. It's Beck. Out of the backfield, he's open. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. They go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the run. Inside the 25. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Georgia going back to work with another first down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Fast motion from the offense. The inside handoff. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Handoff from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
On the set.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Leaves it with the running back. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Dawgs racing to the line in the hurry up. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
Here comes the Texas offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback checking off. Looking for a man. It's Ewers. Using his legs to buy some time. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.